Good morning. How'd you sleep?
Hey, pretty good.
Yeah.
It was really comfy.
Yeah, Jenna was a little worried that like we're pretty close to the highway, that noise would be too much, but
it's not bad at night at all.
we didn't hear much.
No,
I mean, it's
really
not a busy street, so.
No.
Going hiking, so we gotta put all the makeup on.
Shut up.
Okay, I don't know if we'll actually hike that much, but let's go explore.
Yeah, explore it.
Okay, what is cool about the tiny house is that's the what are y'all calling that place? Check-in headquarters or whatever.
Let's
So
ask Kristen, I see him.
yeah, so if you want to do some hiking or do anything like that, all your info is just a walk away. But Jenna doesn't like to walk before we walk, so we're gonna take
Why would
the
we go
golf cart.
walking before we go hiking? How does that make any sense? Get insane.
All right, so there are several new trails out here that they've been building, but we're gonna go, what's it called, Side Snake?
Yeah, I haven't been
Because
in that cave in a while.
That's where the cave is. And I was a part of the last cave build, but I haven't done any of this one. So I haven't seen any of the progress of the updates, and everybody keeps asking us to go in the caves. Oh, hey,
It's the ladies.
the Longhorns.
Look at her, she lifted her head like, am I gonna get up or not? That was the first cave we dug out.
Yeah. Now it looks like a well.
That was the beginning to the cave craze. Where everybody just kept telling us to go dig every time we posted anything other than caves.
Okay, we made it. And it is a perfect day to hike out here.
Really
It's been
good.
getting too hot for March here in Texas.
Yeah.
But we got a nice overcast.
Yeah, it's
A
probably
little
like
bit of a breeze.
maybe 70, maybe.
No, probably closer to 69. Jenna just walked into a web. She's making sure there's no more.
It went in my mouth. Freaking love nature, you know? Look how... Listen, on hikes, I want to look at all the things and like stop. Look how cool with the combo. Look how neat, growing straight off of a tree. And then just like pure beauty in a sea of rock. It's crazy. It's so cool.
Yeah, when we drive through pretty areas and go on hikes, every 5 seconds, Jenna goes, "Oh, look! Oh, wow!" Kind of like the safari. I said, "Oh, cool."
I'm not sorry.
Got a little rain. I mean,
Look, this tree fell all the way over and then stayed rooted inside of that rock and continues to live and is just growing up now. That's
That
so
is-
cool. Nature, man. That's so
Nature,
cool.
man.
It's like,
adapt and survive, you know?
that's beautiful, y'all. Look, rooted straight through the rock.
Everything else.
So neat.
That's pretty neat.
So what we're hiking through right now is just like a ravine that is just runoff. So there's not water normally in it unless there's a bunch of rain. So it actually gets pretty deep. And then, yeah, I don't know if you can tell.
It's like overhang.
Cave, like overhang stuff over there. It's nothing you can like get into, but
Yeah.
the deeper we go down, the higher it gets on the sides of us. But yeah, everything's starting to turn green from brown. So it's starting to look real pretty out here.
It's gonna be beautiful in the spring. Like when you're like full-fledged spring with the flowers and the green everywhere, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we saw our first
Bluebonnet.
bluebonnets on the
Yeah.
highway.
So my outfit is like a hiking outfit. I know you make fun of me for wearing makeup, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Look at Clint's. Literally what he wears every day. Low top shoes. He was just picking rocks out of his shoes.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
Where's your hiking attire?
I'm in my hiking attire.
Huh.
We're not traversing any mountains. I don't need boots. I don't even own boots, so.
Watch, dude's gonna roll his ankle.
All right, we got some more questions. I think I just walked into a spider web as well, but it's fine.
Did it go in your mouth?
No.
Oh.
All right, we got some more questions.
So I'm loving that people actually think it's cool that I read as much as I do. Someone said, which also this is a really funny way of questioning this, and I like it. Jenna, what's your Mount Rushmore of authors? And my reading goal this year. So my reading goal is just read as much as possible. When sports start, that's my thing. Clint watches sports. I read books. We're both happy. My Mount
Except
Rushmore.
it's summertime, and so sports are, I mean, right now it's March Madness, so it's fine, but like once there's nothing but, I don't watch baseball. Once there's nothing but baseball, she reads, and I just like get sad because I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, then he complains. So my Mount Rushmore, there's 4. Sarah J. Maas. She's the GOAT. If you know, you know. Most people know at this point. She's the one that got me back into reading recently. And then Let's see. Rebecca Yaros, Fourth Wing is everywhere. I know that's really popular now. A little more risque, Sarah Kate. If you like risque, read Sarah Kate. And then
Guys, let your wives read that.
Colleen Hoover. She's an OG. She's more of like a mild romance author. Love her. All 4 of those. That's the quadfecta.
Don't go jumping into those if you...
Don't start with Sarah Kate.
If you lean a little more conservative, maybe start with Colleen Hoover and then go up the
exactly.
up the line.
Do that.
Yeah.
So Side Snake Cave, obviously you take the trail to that area, but if you keep going back in here, it's a really cool, fun hike with a lot of nature. It's not super difficult. There's like some steps. You could take your kids. I think kids could easily do this, like with a little help on the bigger steps, but it's a really cool spot.
Yeah, like it looks intimidating. There's some spots where like your footing maybe, I mean, it's rocks. It's essentially looks like a dried up creek bed.
Yeah.
But it's not as intimidating as it looks.
And it's the perfect place to just like walk around and explore. Like you're not going on a strenuous hike, but just to see some cool nature.
All right, we made it to the cave.
Found it.
Let's see what you crazy people have been up to for months, just pulling dirt out of this hole in the earth.
I mean, that's exactly what we want.
Oh, you can already feel like the temperature change. Like,
Yeah, it's interesting.
that's super cool. All right, let's go. Ooh, spooky. Oh, we just pulled it up.
No,
Wah, wah.
so we should have brought a battery out here, but that's okay.
That's okay. I mean, it goes
Far.
pretty
It
deep back
goes.
there. Cool beans. I could have done.
Got a lot of bruises in this cave.
Could you have done a few inches more? Like that would have been.
Could you?
All right, we were gonna answer some questions inside the cave, but it's dark as hell in there, and the lights aren't working right now.
Who annoys who the most?
That's easy.
Yeah.
1000% me.
Yeah.
I love to just pester Jenna.
Yeah. I have a little bit of the old ADHD, and I can get overstimulated at the end of the day.
And I overstimulate the hell out of her.
When Clint knows I'm overstimulated, he's gonna poke and just like touch me a little more than normal.
I like to just...
He likes to just give me like zero space. I love him to death, but when I'm overstimulated, I could usually just like punch him right in the junk. So we got 2 different questions. We're just gonna combine them here. How did we meet? And who said I love you first?
Both are funny stories.
Yeah. So
Second one is funnier.
we met at stock show in our hometown. We're actually both from this.
Yeah, and neither one of us
Oh.
were showing animals.
No, we were there. We were both there to watch family members of ours that were
Yeah.
showing animals. By the way, if you're not from Texas, stock show, people raise animals, they show them in front of judges, and then they are bought. Usually people do this for like a college fund or something like that, and they sell off the animals that they raised.
Judging your pigs.
Yeah, the better you raise them, the more muscle tone, all the things, the more money you get.
Yeah.
Basically, it teaches responsibility for kids, helps them get some money for their college tuition or whatever they're going to be doing in the future. Anyway, we were at one of those watching some of our family members do that. We had lived in the same town our entire lives, probably met several times
Yeah.
without realizing it. Funny story, when we, like right after we had started dating, Clint said that he worked in an ice cream shop, that he used to give free ice cream to cute girls. I used to get free ice cream from that ice cream shop. And it probably was him when I was like maybe,
Yeah, I'm 15.
16. And hilarious. That
Yeah.
probably happened and we never even knew it.
Yeah. One of my best friends, one of my oldest friends growing up is like him and Jenna share like a mutual cousin like down the line.
Yeah, we're cousins by marriage through like, you know, a few different people.
Yeah.
But
And so
anyways, I've known him my whole life. Clint's known him his whole life.
yeah.
And then we didn't meet until we were 18.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with him and he saw Jenna, said hi, and I said, bruh, who the hell did you say hi to? And he was like, oh, that's Jenna. She's blah, explained
Family
it.
or
And I was
whatever.
like,
Yeah.
we need to go say hi again. He was like, no, dude, I gotta whatever. I was like, no, dude, for real? I gotta go say what's up to that chick.
And so
I
he said, what's up? And he's been saying what's up ever since.
So yeah, shout out Mickle.
Thanks, Ryan.
For the meat cute at a freaking stock show.
In a building that smells like pig poop.
Yeah, pig poop, cow manure.
Every time I smell it, I just think about
yeah.
it first. Anyway, what
Yeah.
was the other question?
Who said I love you first? Me. Over and over and over again.
Yeah, like maybe 3 or 4 times.
I think it was probably way more than that.
So long story short, in high school, we had both just come off of kind of long-term relationships. And when we met each other, we were like, okay, we're both going to college. We don't want to be in a relationship right now. Let's just have fun. Like, he's cool, she's cool, whatever. Then we went to the same college. Not planned.
Yeah. So we played for months. We hung out every day.
Yeah.
But did the whole, that's not my girlfriend, that's not my boyfriend, because we didn't want to, whatever. But I would imbibe in too many sodas and just confess my ever dying love.
All that sugar. It definitely wasn't the alcohol. He would confess his love over and over again, and he would always be too many sodas in.
On a sugar rush.
Right. And so I was always like, no, we're not doing this right now. And then one day in 2007, he bought me a kitten.
Yep.
If there's one way to my heart, this dude figured it out
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
I knew the way to your heart.
He bought me a kitten, and I said, I love you too.
And I said, hey, we have a family now.
And we've been together forever ever since. We had the cat up until a couple of years ago. She passed away.
Yeah.
She was an old 15 or 16-year-old lady.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely said it way more.
Yep.
I remember a handful of them. It was true. I did. I knew it as soon as I met you. And that's why we played the whole game of like, we hung out a few times and at least on my end, I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. If I start dating this girl, we're going to be together forever. And now here we are, 18 years, hanging outside a cave.
Yeah, going on hikes with you guys.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Next question is from our friend Savannah. Love you, Sav. You're awesome. What is both of our marital pet peeves? And also, what is our favorite thing about each other?
Okay.
What's your pet
marital pet peeve? Jenna thought
that was an animal.
Leaves wrestling.
It's
Jenna
fine.
thought an animal's coming up on us. Jenna, though she does have ADHD, but also loves to chill. And
that's part of it. That's my shut down and do nothing part of it. That's definitely a thing.
So on weekends, we get up and by 9 o'clock minimum, I'm starting to pace around the house and I've showered, I'm ready to go. And every weekend, but I'm showered, clothes on, shoes on. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I walk into the living room.
And I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah. And I don't know.
Go to HEB or something. I just want to sit on this couch and do nothing. And he is the polar opposite of that. But luckily, he'll get up and go to HEB. And I can sit on the couch and read and we're both happy and there's no argument there.
Yeah, it usually starts with we get up and as soon as we sit down, I'm like, so ready to go.
What are you guys gonna do today?
Yeah. And Jenna needs to reboot. Jenna's not a morning person.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. My battery needs to like recharge before I'm ready to do anything, which it is what it is. So I think that's probably our pet peeve about each other. We kind of agree on it, but we're also fine with it because we just do whatever we want instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your
favorite
thing about me?
I don't think wow. Clint is one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh.
It's true. Especially with Bunker, something he's super passionate about. He has put his heart and soul into that company, and that's never going to change. I did see actually, this is off the cuff. I saw another random question. Somebody was asking, if this YouTube thing takes off, is Clint still going to work at Bunker?
Yeah,
yes.
1000%.
Clint loves Bunker. He's not going anywhere.
No.
We both care about that company and plan on being involved with it for ever and ever and ever.
Yeah. My favorite thing about you, I mean, we talked about it in the very first episode. You've got a great set of brains.
It's my brains. Okay, that's your physical thing. Tell me your real
My
thing.
real thing.
Physical, whatever. We know you like
Yeah,
them.
I know.
It's fine.
You just care about like you have
Everything.
a genuine heart.
Thanks. That's nice.
And yeah, I really like that about you.
I care about everything a little too much sometimes. Maybe to a fault at times.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. One more question and then we're going to start walking again. We've gotten a lot of questions about like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
We're not perfect.
No.
Nobody's perfect.
No.
But I feel like we have a pretty good relationship, a pretty good understanding of each other.
Yeah.
So what's your best relationship advice?
I mean, first off, you have to like each other. Like that's
We've
easy.
got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. You have to enjoy each other's company, or it's gonna be really hard to
Yeah.
have a relationship. Right?
Yeah, like you know, people at weddings and stuff have asked me like when they're getting married, what's this exact question? It's like if it's already hard, it's gonna be hard.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
So first off, find somebody you like to be around. Like
Yeah. Pretty important.
Yeah, we don't get tired of each other, which I think is a good thing. That may
And
sound
it might
annoying,
be a weird thing too.
but yeah, like even early
But-
on,
No.
we spent all of our time together.
Yeah, if I'm doing something cool or exciting, the one person I want to talk to about it is going to be Clint.
Yeah.
Right? That's just how it is.
Yeah, and then mutual respect is huge.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
If you don't agree on something, try and understand the other person's point of view, because their point of view doesn't have to be the same as yours, and you can respect yours and theirs all the same.
Yeah, and when you're in a disagreement, because it happens, we're not perfect. We argue, we get,
Yeah.
but you gotta understand you're still on the same team.
Yeah.
I think it's huge.
If you're in a fight, you're not fighting each other. You're fighting the problem.
Right. So
That's the biggest advice I think I could ever get.
yeah, and I also take that into like my management style and
Yeah.
how I work with people is like, I always tell everybody like, take a step back. I know you're like super involved with it. Take a step back, get a big picture. And like I said, we're on the same team.
Yeah. Let's fight the problem,
Yeah,
not fight each other.
exactly.
Yeah.
That,
Look
that
at
was
us.
good.
Damn,
That was
we should be
deep.
therapists.
That was deep. All right,
Okay.
let's walk. Yeah, okay, we just saw this cool spot. It almost looks like it let me see if I can, this little cliff face. I wonder if I can climb up. It almost goes to another little spot up there. Here, I'm gonna pull a Mikey.
You're gonna start
I'm
climbing
gonna climb.
things?
Yeah, let me
Okay.
see if I can get up there.
Please don't hurt yourself. You're not wearing your hiking boots.
I don't need hiking boots. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Pass me that camera. Hey guys, check this out. It follows like a whole other ravine up there. Oh, this isn't a question somebody just recently submitted. It's something I saw a comment on. Somebody asked, why are Clint's fingers so crooked? I don't know, man. I was born this way. So like if you see it goes sharp, it's both of them, and it's just a real sharp, crooked look. When I put them together, look how crooked those things are. I don't know, it's been like that my whole life. I never got an injury. They're just like that. So when I point at Jenna,
He's actually pointing over there.
yeah,
Hey, okay, we're back in the golf cart. We've got a little bit of a drive,
in
so
the
we'll
golf
do a couple
cart.
more questions. We did have someone ask, do you watch Supernatural?
Sammy.
The answer is yes. I've watched that series probably 10 times through. Love Supernatural. Okay, I got another one that I think Clint is gonna like. They said if you could see any musical artist live, past or present, who would it be?
Okay, that's a good one.
So dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
Beatles, Queen,
Natural- yeah.
obviously.
Those are given.
So I've actually been able to see a lot of bands that I love. So like I saw Elton John. I took Kason to see Elton John.
Yeah, they went on the farewell tour. It was really
All
cool.
of all of my favorite hardcore bands and screamo bands. I've seen all those guys. I guess present people that I haven't seen yet. I would love to see Petey USA.
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
Those are good luck.
He's one of my favorite artists right now. Check him out. Death Cab for Cutie. I've never seen them. Modest Mouse. I love Modest Mouse. I've never seen them. So I guess those would probably be like my top three that I haven't seen yet. So Beatles, Queen, Petey, Death Cab,
Yeah.
Modest Mouse.
Okay, so we also got a lot of questions asking like how we ended up being here, how we're in Boerne, working for Bunker, Clint working for Bunker, me working for Matt. We actually went into the whole story on the Unsubscribed podcast. We went on, we talked about literally everything. It's like an hour and a half long. Our whole life story is on there.
Okay, we are back at the house because I'm sure you didn't want to see us go.
We're gonna close out this video.
Close out this video.
We're
Head
gonna
inside.
replenish
Jenna's-
our stuff
Yeah.
because no one needs to do that for us.
Yeah, we didn't pay to be here, so we're not gonna pay for the maids to come clean up after
We're gonna
ourselves.
clean it.
So yeah, we're gonna tear it down in here. I would highly recommend.
Yeah,
It was
this
awesome.
place is great.
Like it.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect little couples getaway just to relax.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
I didn't feel like we were on top of each other in the space. Like, I mean, it got a little cramped cooking, but I mean, the kitchen
there's
is like plenty of space to cook.
Yeah.
Couch is good.
Yeah.
So
you couples that want a little getaway, just like a night or two out here, you can hike, you can relax, you can drink coffee on a porch and look at beautiful views. You should do it.
yeah. And then once it warms up a little bit,
Yeah.
go sit in the river.
And Matt, anytime you want us to just come and like take
Yeah,
care of this house for a
we'll,
weekend for free, we're super down.
Yeah, just let us know. Okay. Bye.
Bye.